A very good afternoon to all of you. This is a summing up webinar for the year 2020. We have started our webinars on Geoheritage from May 2020. Though the first webinar Triology was 31st May, the actual work took place a few weeks before that. So the interest in geoheritage, if we talk some history about that, M.S. Krishnan first named the Sattanur Fazilwood Park in 1940. And then since then, several national geological monuments were identified. And the Saketi Vertebrate Fossil Park is also one of the earliest, being in the 1970s. So this is the Sattanur Fazilwood Park, and in 2001 this publication has given interest in national geological monuments and geoheritage alike. So an initiative taken by InTAC in 2014, a workshop was conducted at Andhra University, Visakhapatnam, and well attended by Geological Survey of India, including the Director General and very senior officials, including Dr. Wadhavan, one of our members. So, in fact, it is at that seminar I had the great opportunity of first meeting Dr. Bhargava. And it is from that webinar Manjit Majumdar has made a WhatsApp group with a good icon from Andhra Pradesh. So this is also a very important step which made all of us meet on this platform, and we started our webinars. Then the pandemic, the lockdown which started in March, so we have beaten the pandemic in a way with our webinars. So the first Triology of Himalayan webinars was on 31st May, though the work for it was carried out weeks before it, and our members, a geologist couple from Pune, Sudha and Nataraj Vaddadi, were the first to present. Myself, our moderator, S.V. Satyanarayana, Dr. B.M. Farooq, who presented on Odisha Konark Geopark, and one of our colleagues, Ashok Grover, Dr. Ashok Grover, retired Deputy Director General, was also there. So that was a trial. It took about 2 weeks before the actual first webinar, I think. So then a Facebook group was created, and this particular drawing, the Facebook page drawing, was created by Bidisha, one of our members. This is talking about a brief history about our geoheritage webinars. Then you see, if you Google or if you go to YouTube and search for Indian Geoparks, then you will land in this playlist for all our webinars, and you see about 15 of them, including the last two, which are for training how to collect data using smartphones for geoheritage. I'm very happy that our member, Dr. Ritesh Arya, has been using it very extensively, and Amresh Chatterjee and Sudha Vaddadi, Dr. Sudha Vaddadi and Dr. Farooq, they all along with very young people, they they underwent this training along with so many of my colleagues, Ramamurthy and Nageshwaran and Dr. Surendranath and P.K. Sinha, my colleagues from GSI. They were all instrumental in this webinar. Then the second phase of webinars started with a site very close to the headquarters of Geological Survey of India, Calcutta. This is the RAD, Bengal Geotourism Trial, very well done by our Satyabrata Guha, and then Saketi Fazil Park by Dr. V.P. Mishra, a very well-known paleontologist. So you see, the second phase, the importance is that we are given stress on having signages. This is just a design for a signage for the rod geopark, so that it can be placed at vantage points, maybe airport, railway station, and museums, so that tourists can know it. And the QR codes can be scanned to know actually how the tour is about, and also the video of it. So this is the museum at Geological Survey, adjacent to Geological Survey of India, Calcutta. Yeah, you can have it somewhere at a vantage point, so that tourists who come there or visitors to the museum can know about the nearest geoheritage sites and also other geoheritage sites that are there in India. And then next thing is, in the second phase, an emphasis is given to make brochures, because we are waiting for the pandemic to be over, which I'm sure will be over, God willing, very soon, and we must be ready with all the geotourism tracks, various parts of the country, and make brochures ready so that we can give it to tourists, we can give it to the guides, and all the professional tourism, like example, Kundu Travels of West Bengal, Calcutta, those people can really canvas. They are professional tourists, and we can see that it is made into a folder. This folds into 3 columns. So this is how the second phase is beginning. This is made for rod geotourism. One will be made for Saketi, and now the present Godavari Geotourism also. So now the present webinar is about how we can actually create geotourism, which will enhance geoheritage, and making geoheritage popular will definitely work towards geoconservation. It is something like an insurance policy for geoheritage and its safeguard. So this is about Godavari Geotourism. We can call it Godavari Geopark. We can as well take a brand name, Indian Geoparks. It is a brand name, I capital, G capital, Indian Geoparks. Our website is Indian Geoparks. Our YouTube channel is Indian Geoparks. So that people can easily search or Google. So you see, after so many webinars, about 15 plus second phase 2, 17 webinars, you see certain points have fallen. First, if you want to make geotourism popular in an area, first go and make a list of all the important geoheritage sites. Here they are: Deccan Traps, Fossiliferous Intertrapians, Bumuru Refractory Clay, and Dwarka Tirumala China Clay, and Rajamandri Sandstone, Toba Ash, Errakalua, Guntupali Caves, Gondwana Cross-Bedded Sandstone, and then Pattisima, Condylite and Chanakite, the Eastern Ghat Group, and Dwarka Tirumala Temple. This is for culture, and Kodinga Wildlife Sanctuary for ecology and environment. These are the things that are available, so that we can really construct geotourist tracks. Now with these, let's see some pictures of it. This is the Godavari flowing towards delta. To the to the right, you can see this is the delta. It is the Kakinada port, and this is known as the Kakinada Spit in the Bay of Bengal. So this is Godavari branching out and making the delta. So here, all these numbers are sites of geoheritage interest. So we have two, we can go by road and buses. You see these bus icons with a logo of Indian Geoparks are there. And the third one is a launch or a streamer service. This is a wonderful thing, and the mainstay in tourism at the moment is this boat service, morning to evening at Rajamandri. We have not less than 1,000 tourists per day, right from the months of November up to March. Of course, this year, because of the pandemic, the tourism also has taken beating. There are no launches going on now. But nevertheless, we will prepare for that. On the other side of the pandemic, we will prepare for it. Now, let's see one, the east of Godavari, from the town of our city of Rajamandri. The other, west of Godavari, number 2. And number 3 is the streamer service. Now, let's see. 3 means at least 3 days. So, let's see. So, look at all sides for geotourism. That's what you have done. You have seen a map also. Then let's see some pictures. So this is the fossiliferous intertrapian beds and Deccan traps west of Godavari, and this is east of Godavari, very close to a geology postgraduate department of Adikavi Nannaya University. Only 2 kilometers from this particular one from the right, it has got a very good section with fossils. And you know, fossils are the greatest attraction for those who are non-geologists. Tell them that there was sea here, though it is a hill now, and this story starts. And you have fossils to tell them, and you have Faisa. So, and next, this is the streamer trip. And this is by Andhra Pradesh Tourism Department. Even a overnight stay is possible. This is the Kondalite Chanakite terrain of the Godavari. You see, the Godavari river takes a lot of turns. These hills are known as Papi Kondalu or Papi Hills. Kondalu for hills. So, you see, in these huts, very well done huts by tourism department, many people choose to stay here and enjoy their night stay around a campfire, singing and dancing and all that. Dinner, everything provided there. So, a launch trip, mainly the tourism of Rajamandri is mainly because of the launch trip here now. So, coming to Rajamandri, we have an archaeological museum known as Rajamandri Subbarao Archaeological Museum. There are a lot of exhibits here. And then you have Sir Arthur Cotton Museum, named after a Britisher. He was the one who has made the first dam on Godavari. It is known as Anicut. So, Dhavaleshwaram Barrage. It was done in 1850. And Sir Arthur Cotton is almost is seen as a god in these areas because he fought with the British Parliament that give me funds and I'll make this barrage and you will get back in the form of taxes. And it happened, and the entire delta has become the rice bowl of Andhra Pradesh and even Telangana. So then another important thing is the Toba aspect. This is one event which happened about 75,000 years ago while human beings were there on planet Earth. It is very important for tourists. While human beings were there. Most of our geology is when human beings were yet to come. So we have to tell them that this catastrophic event created a bottleneck in the human population. So much for anthropology. It is possible. And this is Toba ash. And this is the Indonesian Toba volcano, which is now a big lake with rice paddies. So a fable about the bottleneck created in the human population with less than 50,000 human population left on planet Earth and so on. So these are the Buddhist rock-cut caves. The one to the left is east of Godavari near Rajamandri, and this is Guntupali Caves. It is known as Andhra Ajanta. There is also some very nice rock-cut caves, and this is a archaeological site and you have a ticket and a barrier and all that. This is where we can make the archaeological site popular with geology because of this. There is this sandstone, Gondwana sandstone, with grass bedding and a telltale direction shown here. The direction is not the direction of the present rivers that flow. Well, now this is the ecological interest, the Kodinga Wildlife Sanctuary. You have some endangered vultures and endangered otter, and a wonderful place to really sit in the evening, really. And there are some places to stay overnight also near that. So this is the Southern Kasi or Dakshin Banaras. Okay, Draksharam is a cultural site. People can visit it. Then you have Dwarka Tirumala temple, known as Chota Tirupati or Chinna Tirupati in Telugu, Balaji temple. There is a China clay deposit also, which is part of the Rajamandri sandstone, Miocene sandstone, which is mined for making potteries and all that, the China clay. Then you have the first geotourism circuit, morning to evening. Let's see how it is planned. Yeah, this is the Sharbat of Indian Geoparks. Dr. Ashok Grover suggested to me the wine glass can be called a Sharbat glass. Yes, it is taken nicely. So here is the Sharbat glass, and let's see how the circuit forms. This is the circuit. Starts with first intertrapian beds and fossiliferous horizon. And then visit to Rajamandri sandstone and the Bomuru clays where potteries are made. We can visit the factory if time permits. And we can also visit Sir Arthur Cotton Museum. And if time permits, we can go to the Archaeological Museum. And then the most important thing, en route, the Sir Arthur Cotton Museum to Draksharamam, the cultural spot, the temple, you have this Kadiyam floriculture. Yeah, this time permitting will be added to it because actually this place needs an entire day. So after that, we have the Draksharamam temple. And after the temple, as I have narrated, the trip ends in the evening at the Kodinga Ecotourism Park or Ecological Park. Our honorable members, Dr. Narendra Prasad, who is an ornithologist, in discussion I wish that he will speak extensively on the endangered vultures and all. And our Dr. Prasad from Visakhapatnam, who is an ecologist, I hope that he will also share his ideas on the discussion part after this presentation is over on Google Meet. So this is how it goes, and we have to take care that you have good joints for tea and coffee, and toilets are very important. Let's go to the next circuit. The next circuit, this is the first circuit. You see this circuit is totally given with a QR code. You can use your smartphone, scan the QR code, pause the video, scan the QR code, you'll get the circuit. Then let's see the second circuit. Then in the second circuit, it starts with this archaeological temple. Then it goes to the Deccan Traps and the Intertrapians, fossiliferous horizons. Then it will go to the Guntupali Andhra Caves with the Gondwana sandstone. You have these China clay mines at Dwarka Tirumala temple. Yeah, this is the temple. And that ends this second tourism track also. But the Erra Kalwa, Toba ash bed I talked about, this tourism tracks includes that also. After we actually first test the tourism track, then we will know where the shoe pinches. Maybe we can make some adjustments. If you wish to, please scan the QR code, you will get it. And in this, You have the Toba ash bed also shown. So, so the third one is the Pattisima launch service. Um, and in this you have geology, ecology, and fun and frolicking, everything there. And you go there by a wonderful entire day, morning to evening launch service, where there is a lot of entertainment, dancing and all that. On the you can see on the top of the launch, people are sitting. You can see it. If people want, they can have a night stay. And really, you see, going on Godavari, it is a great experience, really. So you see Eastern Ghats around it, and if we have sufficient numbers, maybe at least 50, we can hire a separate launch so that even we can halt the launch at places, go and check the outcomes. Okay, so with that, this is about the benefits of Indian geoparks for those who are seeing our Geoheritage webinars for the first time. It will improve tourism. As I told you, here is a case where archaeological museums can be improved with geology, because we tell a fable about things when human beings were not there and rivers were flowing westwards, and the Gondwana land and the Deccan Volcanism. The fable, geological stories are very enticing to tourists. And then tourism can give employment, guides, and you can have these kiosks for tea and all that, and badges for tourism guides. We can train them. For archaeology also will have an improvement. Then about Rajamandri city, the PG department, postgraduate geology department of Adikavi Nanya University is only 2 kilometers. Professor Srinivasa Rao, Professor Swami, and Professor Peter, my very good friends, and they are the faculty at Rajamandri Geology Departments. And they have taken me there to this site, which I've seen for the first time about a year ago. And it's a wonderful thing, only 2 kilometers from the PG department. So all the faculty of the Adikavi Nanya University, yes, they will be definitely joining us in our geotourism. Then Rajamandri has an airport, 1 hour to Hyderabad, Bengaluru or Chennai, give or take 30 minutes. Then Rajamandri is on the Chennai-Kolkata train line. So the best period is December to January, very cool in Rajamandri, though actually the tourism period can be from November to February for geological excursions and all that. So now our mainstay for tourism is we have at least 1,000 tourists coming every day, and even if 3 in 10 are interested, you know that we will be having 300 tourists. We will have quite a few bus trips, and really we can make it happen with proper signages and pamphlets given. And maybe for a few years we have to really work hard so that the government will take interest automatically. So we will try to get our geotourism, make a case for the first ever Indian geopark. This is bottom to top approach. So with this, the sum up webinar, the webinar part by me, Ravi, is over. But as it was declared earlier, our moderator, S.V. Sachinana, is waiting now, and the discussion now continues. I wish you a very good discussion. The Google Meet link is given to you. See you at the discussion. Namaskar, Khuda Hafiz. Thank you very much.